Let's take a look at our bracket here. Let's update some things here very quickly. If you are just joining us, we're glad that you are here. Simon Nielsen did take care of teammate and friend Javier Dominguez. Nadu moved on against Jeskai Control. And speaking of Nadu moving on, Corey, Sam Pardee, Ely Cassis, we know that one's going to be in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. What a dominant performance from this powerful new addition to Modern Horizons 3. This is truly a statement on the format here, wouldn't you say?
Well, we got one match left to go, and we're going to bring you some of it here between Daniel Goetschel and Manoa. You do see these two players. They're getting some top finishes on their resumes, that's for sure. Manoa, first player into our top 8, #1 overall seed, 15-1 here this weekend. Mono Black Necro dominance, the weapon of choice there on the right-hand side of things. The player from Canada, it's Daniel Goetschel, a Magic Online ringer to say the least. It's 4-color Nadu in his hands. And let me tell you, folks, this match has been a very, very, very long one. We are joining Game 5 in progress. Memory serves, Game 1 took about 45 minutes. We had some short ones in Game 2 and Game 3, but this match has been over 2 hours long, and someone's got to walk away the winner.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got to say, first glance, definitely looks like Daniel's looking pretty good here. It looks like Manoa's a little bit out of gas here, but with 3 burden counters on the one ring, you know, that goes down to 4. You have a plenty of ways to deal 4 damage here in this Mono Black deck. I also love the Mono Black sleeves in the Mono Black deck. That's nice.
So we can't tell you everything that's happened in the match, but we can update you on this particular battlefield right now. So as you see on Daniel Goetschel's side, he's the top player. A bevy of lands, able to cast all the colors of the spells in this 4-color deck, the splash being for black, of course. An Orcish Bowmaster's a 2/2 army and a copy of the One Ring with 3 burden counters on it, but it's just been shut down by a Pithing Needle that Manoa did play. You see plenty of swamps and a Castle Lockvein alongside a Thoughtseize in hand here. Graveyards are a little bit messy, don't have great access to all the hands, but you can see the life totals here, 5-4 in favor of Manoa.
Yeah, that is pretty scary to not be able to activate the One Ring here to be able to find another ring. And this is also a scary attack coming into Manoa, as this is an attack for 4 if Daniel decides, but might need to leave a chump blocker back here with this Orcish Bowmaster. That leads me to believe there's not any gigantic play here from Daniel, so this is going to come down to the wire.
Well, let's see what the top deck is here. It looks like it may have just been a land, and that creature is untapped. Looks like a 4/4 army there. Now, is there a way for Manoa to maybe get these cards out of hand and perhaps activate Castle Lockvein? Doesn't look like it. Thoughtseize is causing some problems here, Corey.
No, I think this is it. I don't think there's anything that Manoa can do here. If you attack, Bowmaster blocks. If you leave it back, Shuko goes on Bowmaster and you attack and you get 2 damage through either way. I think this is Daniel advancing to have a all Nadu top 4.
That could be the case here, but one thing is for sure, this is actually a play that Daniel does have to make, and it looks like the moving of the equipment does take place very, very quickly here from Daniel Goetschel. So it's time to survey the scene. It's 2-1 in favor of Manoa. Given that the One Ring is on the battlefield, this looks to be Goetschel's last possible turn. And now here's a copy of Summoner's Pact. So let's see what this is going to yield here for Goetschel.
Daniel coming back here in what looks to be an incredible match here. If we're down to this close of a Game 5 here, and Daniel sneaking in on tiebreakers. This was the one player that had the ability to make it in on breakers to play the #1 seed, Manoa.
And now it'll be a copy of Nadu.
This is kind of the test here. If you play Nadu, if there's a removal spell, Manoa would just play it right now. So this is kind of Daniel saying, do I win?
Yep. And this is a great way to just get some more information too, right? Because now you can also start doing these activations and see what you find and ride the Shuko wave. And that's exactly what we're going to see right now. So now it's a Springheart Nantuko. And the next activation here.
Target Orc first time.
Looks like it's going to be a targeting of the Orc the first time. So 1 and 1 for each of those creatures. There's a Shuko.
Target Nadu the first time.
Now it's be the first target on the Nadu. And it'll be a copy of the One Ring, which will allow Daniel to actually get out from underneath the One Ring that's on the battlefield. So now it'll be a targeting of the Orc. That's the second trigger. It's a Springheart Nantuko. Daniel a little fidgety here in the future match area, and understandably so, Corey. One attack and turn away from moving on to the semifinals.
Yeah, you can feel it. You're this close. You want to just be like, I do not want to make any mistakes here on the biggest stage at the biggest moment of his Magic career.
Target Arbor second time.
There's another copy of the One Ring. All the creatures that are on the battlefield here for Daniel have been targeted. Only 2 of them can attack, of course, in that army token and that Orcish Bowmasters.
Manoa's just like, you can Thoughtseize right now, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's an option.
Get insects.
And now here's the Spring Heartland 2-go. It is wearing a Shuko. Here's the second activation. Now there is, of course, a Misty Rainforest. I would not sacrifice one of those fetch lands, my friend. As now here's an insect token. Get another insect via the Yavimaya. Here's the second target. There's a Boseiju. Get another insect. And now it is becoming pretty close to deterministic, folks, as we are seeing Nadu do what it's been doing all weekend long, and Daniel's pace of play is starting to speed up too. He can feel it, Corey. There's an Orcish Bowmasters.
And here comes the potential attackers here to just close it out now.
Shuko is going to go into the Bowmaster. And now here come those 2 creatures. 1 block.
Go to damage.
And it'll be an activator of the castle to kill himself. And Daniel is going to win this game and match here over Manoa. 4-color Nadu is going to take care of Necro dominance. And if you're a fan of the bird, well, guess what, Corey? It is very much the word here in Amsterdam.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely dominating this tournament. And you got to just love Daniel's story here, being able to sneak in on breakers.
Yep.
I walked by him right before the top 8 announcement. I was like, hey, congrats. And he was like, did I make it? I was like, well, I don't know. I'm just saying congrats on a deep run. And then figuring out you make it an 8th on breakers, and you just get to advance to the top 4. You got to be on top of the moon in this scenario.
Could not be happier, I'm sure. And we're going to hear from Daniel and Ailey, Canada's finest, right now.
Finally, we have the 4th member of our semifinals. Daniel, you know they're not giving prizes out for the most amount of Magic play this weekend, right?
Oh, I thought if you want to win with Nadu, it's goes with that, yeah.
That entire game, that match, like, I can't even speak. I was just sitting there watching you guys. Like, how do you get through that length of a match?
I don't know. I will say, I definitely punted at the end. I corded. There was a decision when I could cord and I could get Shieldred or Bowmaster, and I decided to cord for Bowmaster. But that was definitely, I messed up, because if I got Shieldred, I forgot the fact that his Bowmaster can kill my Bowmaster, and also I thought he was very likely to have a push, but I forgot that if he activates his castle, he loses his Revolt, and his deck usually Revolt's free, but his deck doesn't have a lot. But luckily I ended up winning. But definitely the last turns I was like, yeah.
That was very, very hairy indeed, sir. But go get ready for the semifinals. Best of luck, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you back here.
Thank you.
The long matches are done, but trust me, there's plenty of fun coming here from Pro Tour Modern Horizons 3. We are heading to the news desk with Maria, Frank, and Ailey right after this. Don't go anywhere.